Hi there, Chris Fox here. I'm speaking to you from my house in these weird times that we're in. Most of the time I'd be talking to you from either Evanston or 6133 or an LRC locomotive. But that doesn't mean that I can't do stuff still. Being that restoration right now is considered non-essential, which is completely understandable. Um, the thing is that we have some stuff here at my house that I can do some work on. The boys from the Alberta Central Railway Museum have gotten a hold of me, and I'm going to be going over and not restoring, but I'm gonna make sure it's functioning for them. Westinghouse 3YC compressor, and I'll be shipping that out to them at some point in the near future once this all sort of goes back to some sort of normalcy. But in the meantime, I'll show you how to service one of these compressors. They're pretty bulletproof, and they're quite an interesting little compressor for what it actually does. They were used all through most transit agencies. RDCs had them, stationary compressors, as well as stationary compressors like garages, bowling alleys, things of that nature that would have used them as well. But they are quite an interesting little compressor, so come on along and I'll show you how that's done. Hi there. Okay, so here's this CY3 compressor that I'm working on right now. I got another one over there. I got a bike up on a stand, but I'm working on this compressor right now, and I'm going to ship this one out to a museum out west. And I just wanted to show you what I've taken this one off, and this one's hasn't been in service for about 30, maybe 40 years. And I've taken the drive off. This one here does not have a pulley or belts. This one is a timing gear or timing belt style flywheel on it, and then attached to an electric motor. But this CY3, there's the valves, the inlet and the outlet. The inlet valve is the smaller one, the outlet valve is over here, and it's got a little bit of carbon in it, which is normal. But there's the inside. Remember, this thing hasn't been apart probably in about 30 years. And it's like brand new. I'm quite happy with it. That's the low pressure, and the high pressure is over there, and we'll take that one apart next. Like I was showing you before, I got the low pressure side all apart, and what it looks like inside, and I finally got the high pressure side apart, and I had to use some heat and to get the caps off, and as well as to get the valve, what are they called? The valve holders. That's what these look like right here. The valve holders. The valves sit down in here, and then these go down inside right there like that and hold the valve in place. And the cap goes on top of that. So that's how these ones work. And the valves look like this. They're a little poppet valve. They have a steel spring, flat plate spring in there, and this is from the intercooler from the low pressure side to the high pressure side, and then it goes gets pumped up from the high pressure and then out to the car, or to this came off an RDC, so it would go out to the train car, but this could go to the shop or this is your pressure. So the little valves here, apparently they're hard to get parts for now, so we have to make sure that they're okay. But yeah, it's coming along nicely, and the down inside there, it's really nice and clean in there. You can see that in there. It's almost like new. I'm very, very happy with what it looks like on the inside, and yeah. So the guys out west at the museum that this is going on in RDC out west, they had trouble with theirs, so I had a spare, or a couple spares actually. Got these out of Moncton when that Moncton massacre, as the guys call it, when they cut up all the RDCs out there. We were able to grab some compressors and extra bits, so I don't mind helping out if anybody asks. Okay, how you doing? Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate how this thing here works. We have the heads off, like I said before. It's the low pressure side, the high pressure side's over here. And this is just a test run of it. I got my drill, and I'm just going to run it here. It's pretty quiet, it's pretty heavy duty load for a drill, but at least it's actually doing it, and you can hear the unloader as it's breathing. It's coming up from the crankcase because there's enough oil inside here now that it loads and unloads the valve so that it'll actually pump air. So yeah, pretty happy with this. Everything seems to be okay, so this is going out west to the boys out there. Thanks for watching.